Not sure how we win this one. Let's find out. Harsh rules. God, they have harsh rule and scorpion. They have 3 scorpion wasps that I don't have any answers to. Well, lightning storms. Oh right, I have pre-boarded sabos. Lightning storm does not seem good in this matchup. This is not a good card to have in my opening hand. I don't want to have 2 dead cards in my opening hand. This is better. This hand's better. Sure. There's the Annihilate to deal with the Wasp. And we've got the Wind set up. Let's see if we... Ooh, Sabotage versus second Westwind Herald? Trying to protect... Is it easier to protect the first one or just have a second one? Sabo can really wreck what they're doing. I think just having a second Herald's better. No, Sabotage is better. Yeah, God, we had to bottom 2 Heralds there. That's rough. Sabo's better because if they're trying to like harsh rule clear. You know what? I should have cast Withering Witch there. I was thinking I was going to Annihilate this, but I really want Annihilates for Scorpion Wasps. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, I'm still going to stick to that line. Alright, get a sword. I wasn't thinking properly. I'm just like, oh yeah, Sandstorm Titan, Annihilate. But like, we have an answer to Sandstorm Titan. They're not an aggressive deck. So they only had a Sword of the Sky King. Yeah, I wish I had cast Westwind Herald that, or the correct line was Withering Witch last turn, this turn Herald Sabotage, right? Eye of Winter, ooh. Alright, that's aggressive. So now they have an easy way to pop this Aegis. We still play it here. Just based on what we saw, it just makes sense to play it here. Sandstorm Titan. I can strength it. But at least I got the strength down. I have another... Yeah. I think I just need to do that there. It means that they drew harsh rules off the top. We're in trouble. I mean, they don't have harsh rules. They would have used it there. Oh, they just couldn't cast it. Right. They didn't have the power to. Okay. I mean, Harsh Rules is still kind of an out. No, it's not an out. Because it won't kill this one. Yeah, it's a way to pop an Aegis. I should have just committed more to the board. No, I need a plan for post rules. Just keep making Aegis targets. Yeah. This is enough of a board. I don't need to put anything more on the board. Just don't need to. Alright, we got game one. Right? We assembled the wing con. Kind of dug for the pieces and got them going. And, whew. So, yeah, like, we could have panicked and been like, annihilate that right there. Or whatever. But we didn't. Yeah, it was kind of a mistake on his part there at the end with the Combray Healer line. But, oh well. Alright, let's sideboard. So we made a mistake. We didn't overreact to it. Didn't panic. Recovered. Stuck to the plan, right? Stuck to the plan. Alright, so we're going to clone our 90. And again, just going to stick to the plan. Hand disruption, hand disruption, hand disruption, hand disruption. No Northwind Heralds. We're not trying to cheat and be cute and get stuff out under them. No reason to. We still want the Witch. Magus is incredible. Hurlers and stuff just combine great with Witch. We're not going to Lightning Storm. We're not going to have Witch Lightning Storm. We're going to have our Snowballs. We're going to have our Vera's favors. Lightning Storm, I just don't care. Subvert's good. They can get some pressure on us. Like, I need to save some number of Suffocates for Seraphs. I don't know if 3 is the right number. Lightning Strike's just miserably bad. The schemes are a little slow, but they assemble our combo. Honestly, we don't even need unstable forms in this matchup. You could see cutting 1. I still want to keep him because that's what our deck does. But 4 is a lot. The Annihilates hit, like, all of their threats. Mystic Ascendant, Sandstorm Titan, yeah, it's just so important to have Annihilate for Scorpion Wasp. What, cut the schemes? Man, building the hand prop... No, it's just so important to find our sideboard cards. What do we cut here? I want this amount of threats. Like, I just need a good amount of threats. Do we just rely on all of our removal to be Feeding Time, Annihilate, plus Withering Witch stuff? I mean, how many units do they actually have? And they have Combray Healers, Amber Acolytes, Desert Marshals... Doesn't leave me a lot of weight. Then I'm really relying on Witch/Feeding Time to deal with Seraph. That might be okay. Seraph's like such a late thing. You just kind of ignore it. Maybe I'm supposed to cut a Subvert, but those seem hilarious here against Harsh Rule. Yeah. Let's just go big or go home, right? Do you need all the Subverts and Azindals? You betcha. You betcha. It's not a question of need. Actually, it is a question of a need. We do need them. Hey, we might get beat down by 2 5s. And if that's what happens, that's what happens. Right? We're going to have more cards than our opponent, and that's what matters. That's what really matters. That's how you win the control matchup, right? You just have more cards than your opponent. It has a subvert, but not enough other stuff. This also doesn't have enough other stuff. But at least it's got a dude that does things. You have no way to pop an Aegis, though, if they have Islands favors. They play 2 Islands favors. Alright, need our Varus favor. No, alright. That blows. They only have 2. They only have 2 Islands favor and 1 Dragon. They don't even have Islands favor in the side. Oh well, we'll just be patient. In response, I will Wisdom. Oh, God. These Annihilates don't do anything until they do something. I don't want this many this early. Feels like we have too much removal, even though I boarded out all of it. Pretty funny how that works. No point in holding on to Seek Powers. We took out our funny fast people, so just do that. Funny fast people is another word for Northwind Herald. Our opponent has a much better hand than us this game, because they have more cards. They're not going to have a great way to beat us anytime soon. They might gain a ton of life. I don't see a point in playing a Magus here. It does put down a lot of pressure, I suppose. Staff of Stories? Oh, well. This game's over. I really don't want to use Sabotage to pop. I really want to draw one of my Snowballs or one of my Varus Savers. We have 8 of them. We have 8. We have 8 ways to pop an Aegis. I kept in all of them specifically for this scenario. I think this is worth fighting over. There it is. So is it better to subvert or get the Herald down? I think we get the Herald down here. Try and get a double subvert turn in. God, they just had the perfect opening. It's crazy. 0 pressure. Holy God. I just have to do it. They don't have a Vanquish. They would have used it. Unless they're being really greedy sitting on a Wasp. They didn't have a Wasp? What? We haven't won yet. They can sell off Lightning Storm into Harsh Rule. Oh, that was hilarious, though. Like, they're still just drawing a million cards a turn. That's better. That's better. Just the biggest 5-drop in the game. Just the biggest 5-drop in the game hanging out. Well, they don't have a sigil in hand. So now how do we win? I should save this feeding time for Seraph, right? There's a reason why I picked this deck, because it's hilarious. I'll let this Sandstorm Tide know it's on borrowed time. Yeah, I think it's just important to save this for Seraph, let this go to town. This changes the clock a little, but I don't think it's worth it. God, they had a staff with that going. It's great. A second? Ah. Second one's an issue. And now I actually have to commit more to the board. I didn't want to. You could go for lethal here? Bird song! What? GG! Oh! Called shots. Didn't even need the removal spell.